Well, howdy. What you doing? Oh, you're packing. Yeah. You're leaving. Do you need any help? With packing? I mean, you don't have a lot of stuff, but I could help. No, you're good. Okay. Um, well, there's something I wanted to talk to you about before you left. Okay, Cordy, you got this. You don't actually have to leave if you don't wanna. I can definitely make room here in the cave if you wanted to stay with me. Oh, yeah, I suppose you do have a whole life back in the city, don't you? Uh, yeah, no, forget I asked. It was dumb. I'm sorry. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so what are you planning to do when you get back? Oh, okay. So you're not gonna turn me in. Well, I thank you for that. Um, yeah, I brought these for you. They're just apples. They're not poisonous, or hallucinogenic. They're just apples, for the road. Nothing to shake a stick at. I just thought you might get hungry on your trek back into the city. Um, yeah, it's, so what you're gonna do is, you're gonna go on that path over there to the north, and circle around that mountain there, because you don't want to go through centaur territory again. We don't want to have to roll you in swamp mud no more. Um, but and then once you get around the mountain, there's gonna be a little pond on your right. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. There's nothing in there for you. There are things in there that are gonna want to eat you, so don't touch it. You just circumvent it. Just go right back. I don't think that was the right word, but that's fine. You just go right on past it. Don't look at it. Don't listen to it. Definitely don't listen to it. Just keep going. Anyway, once you get past that pond, the trail is gonna make a real sharp left. Follow that. It's a little rocky. But other than that, it should be okay for a couple miles. Past that though, it's gonna get rockier and rockier, until you hit a little patch of like almost desert. It's more scrubland. Whatever you want to call it. It is more scrubland though. If you hear the sound of a baby crying, don't go. Do not, under any circumstances, try to find the source of the sound. That is not a good time. Don't do that. But other than that, just eyes forward, ears forward, feet forward, forward. Just forward. You gotta make sure that you don't, nope, no. Baby crying equals bad. And you gotta just get on up out of there, because that is not for you. Absolutely not. It's not good. You just gotta go. They will body snatch you. It's not a good time. Just please continue. Anyway, once you get through all that, it should gradually start to go back into a more forested landscape. That's a good sign. That means you're on the right path, and that means you only got a couple more miles to town. Well, of course I'm sending you the long way. I just said we can't send you through centaur territory again. They'll eat you. What? I mean, yeah, it's gonna take you probably like 2 days this way, but I mean, yeah, camping's probably not a great idea while you're on that. I mean, I can give you something to keep you awake the whole time. Yes, it's one of my concoctions, but it'll keep you alive. Okay. All right. Well, that was easier than every other damn time you've tried one of my concoctions, which frankly was one, and you were dumb and just, drank the fucking liquid that a stranger gave you. That wasn't smart of you. That's how that's how you end up in some real bad situations. Well, yeah, I guess you kind of did end up in kind of a bad situation with me. You're not gonna let that go. I did not threaten to eat you. I just considered it briefly as a possibility. There is, in fact, a difference. You know what? We're past that. We're moving right along. We're just chugging right along like a choo-choo train. Anyway, once you hit that last stretch of temperate forest, you're pretty much home free. Except for the spiders, of course. There's just a lot of big old spiders in that there woods. But other than that, you should be all right. Just don't get stuck in a web. Anyway, once you're there, though, you should be able to start seeing, especially after nightfall, the lights from the city. And actually, the first set of lights you'll see is probably Gray's brothel, but because he's kind of right on the edge of town on that side of things. But anyway, if you could just keep going on that way, you'll get right back into the city, just maybe from the wrong side of the tracks, as y'all put it, and then you can cross back into the rest of the town. Worst case scenario, though, you can always stop in at the brothel and tell Gray that I sent you, and he'll probably put you up for the night, because by the time you get into town, the concoction I gave you is probably going to make you crash really, really hard. That's normal. Don't panic. You don't need to see any of the plague doctors or nothing. You can just sleep it off. It might take a few hours. And by a few, I mean like 12 to 18. But, that's technicalities. But yeah, once you hit Gray's brothel, I really strongly recommend just going in there, telling him Cordy sent you, and taking you a big long nap. And then you can continue on, with the rest of your life in the city. But if you do ever find yourself out here again, you're more than welcome to stop by and say hello. I would really appreciate. Yeah, no, of course that was dumb too. Why would you ever come back out here with everything that wants to eat you? I understand. Well, in that case, I guess this is goodbye.